Hello my Fireflies, and welcome back to the TheCyanFirefly. It's me, Lyiat, and we're back, and this time we're taking a look at Rogue Legacy, the latest rogue-lite by Cellar Door Games. Fairly new company. They have been making games, but not professionally releasing them, I guess. This is their first commercial release. It's definitely their first game on Steam from what I can tell, and I've been waiting to get this game into my hands for quite a while because it looks really strange, very unique. This game is a roguelite, as I said. It is a kind of a platformy hack and slash game with some roguish elements. It is very weird. Now, before I actually go into this, let me show you the options menu. I am playing this in a windowed mode at 720p because otherwise it causes my fraps to break. It is not the best thing on the planet, but oh well, it's something we're just gonna have to deal with. Okay, so we have some options here, not as many as I'd like, but then again, this is a very basic game. I could probably get this to run on a Windows 95 system, so yeah, it's really not a whole big deal. I do like the fact that they have a joystick dead zone. This is not an option you see in very many games. Now, for those youngsters who don't know what a joystick dead zone is, when a controller gets older, when it starts decaying a bit and it just starts losing quality, the thumbsticks, or if you have a big joypad, the big joystick can start getting weaker. The springs and motors controlling it will start to degrade, and you'll notice that it'll start listing to the side a little bit. Well, in games that don't have a joystick dead zone, your character will start moving in that direction forever, and there's nothing you can really do about it. It's a big pain in the ass. If you increase the dead zone, it allows for more of a tilt in a certain direction before it'll actually take that as an input. It's a very important thing to have, and very few games have it, so good on them for actually taking that into account. Okay, so Rogue Legacy, let's hop in right here. Now, Rogue Legacy is a very interesting game in where you take control of a line of heroes, going back to a certain hero. I forget what his name is, but he's a legendary knight of some sorts, and yeah, you've been basically trying to explore this castle for your entire lives, and you have to figure out what's going on inside of it. Now, every single time one of your characters dies, you go back to the manor and you have to select one of your heirs to continue in your place. I forget which line this character is. This is Lady Chun-Li, the fourth. So there have been at least 4 Chun-Lis before this character. That'll give you a hint of how long I've been playing this. Now, often I'm actually a moderate way into the game. I've defeated one of the 4 bosses. So, alright. So when you go to the castle and you want to enter it for your next run, you have to give pretty much all your money to Charon and start fresh. You start with pretty much 0 money unless you have certain upgrades. I'll explain that after I die because, trust me, I will. Alright, let's head inside. So as far as gameplay goes, you can move around, you can jump, you can drop from platforms, you can smash stuff. Now, my character has a special trait that allows me to gain mana. All your heroes will have special traits. I can show you those right now. I can press X. So this particular character is a level 35 Archmage. She has Spell Cycle, which allows me to cycle through my different spells. All characters will have spells. Some will have more than others. Since she is an Archmage, every kill will give me 6 mana. She also has hypergonadism, which means I knock enemies around whenever I hit them, and she also has OCD, so she can break stuff to restore MP, which is a really good trait for archmages because they specialize in casting spells. I also have Sprint, which allows me to dash. I have Vampirism, which allows me to gain health back every time I hit somebody. You already know about Siphon. I also have Bounty, which allows me to get more gold, and Grace, which I can explain later. Then there's a bunch of numerous statistics up at the top, which I don't really have time to explain. Alright, which was another great game, by the way. You should check that one out. Okay, oh. Okay, so there are a lot of traps, like those down there. Those are some nasty spike traps, which will give me a headache. I can probably dash past them, but then I got that annoying thing right there. Okay, let's hit that. Since I am an archmage, I don't have a lot of health, so every hit kind of does count. Hello, big boy. Oh, there's an eye right there that's shooting through terrain. Ah, gotcha. I do a lot of damage because I have upgraded this character quite a bit. He has some, well, she has some very nice equipment. I do like the fact that she has the pink bow on top of her armor and a beard. Keep in mind that this is a woman. Alright. Not one of my prettiest descendants. Alright, let's open this chest. Ooh, money. Gotta love the money. You do need money to buy more equipment and to make expansions on your manor, which I will show you perhaps shortly. Perhaps in a... What? Whoa! Die. That was pretty... Ow. That was pretty slick on my part. Ow. Ugh. I am getting wrecked. It is a little hard to commentate while playing an action hack and slash game. What other spells do I have? Ah, I've got this fire spin. That drains mana like nothing else. I was going to say a rude word there. And then I've got this blade wall, which is pretty useless. Alright. Oop. Now I do have vampirism. So, assuming I'm not an idiot and actually kill enemies, I can gain some of this health back. That was stupid. There we go. There we go. So, this character is going to be very mana heavy because I can suck up mana from everything I kill, which is great. Die, you little bastard. Alright. Jump over here. I do love this little dash attack. Well, it's not really an attack, but this little mobility enhancer. Oh, here's a journal entry. I'll pick that up, but I won't read it for now, because that contains spoilers. But they're basically little... They're little things that give you some background. I believe they were written by the first of your line. Oop. No eyeball. Not today. There's another one up there. There's another one over there. These guys can shoot through walls, making them a little bit... Not so much difficult as a pain in the butt. Ow. Lots of pain. I only have 17 health left. There are plenty of enemies in here that can one-shot. There's another one. Wow. Okay, skip through this. Definitely gonna have to read those later. There's a little thing that allows... Oh, there's a treasure chest in here. No, I cannot afford to die. Launch all the spikes. Okay, here we go. Thank you. Pick up the money. And grab this treasure chest. Lots of gold. That's what I like to see. We have 653. That should be enough to buy something. Okay. Now, this is a teleporter. It allows you to teleport through various parts of the dungeon. So I could go back to the start if I wanted to, or I could stay here. This usually indicates either a boss room, which I don't see a boss doors anywhere around here, so there's obviously no boss room, or a transition area. Yes, that would be the Maya, or the tower. Okay. Ooh, there's a... well. And now I'm dead. See, you can die pretty quickly. Avoid picking up the Conflux orbs after casting it to minimize damage. You always get a little tip after you die. Conflux was the spell I was casting that shot the orbs everywhere. Now, after you die, you go back to the main screen, and then you have to choose your heir. You have a selection of 3, and again, they all have their own traits. For instance, this is Lady Chun-Li the 5th, who is a knave. Knaves are risky heroes. They have low stats, but can have very high crit rates. Also, I have no idea how the hell you'd pronounce that, but chickens freak you out, so there are little health drops that are basically chicken legs. If you have that particular fear, whenever those drop, it's actually a live chicken that'll run around and actually damage you. Giganticism, which basically makes the character huge, and the spell is an axe, which allows the character to throw a giant axe up into the air. So this is an Archmage who has the special spell cycle, so she has 3 abilities. This is Kotaki. OCD, which means I break stuff to restore MP, which is a very good for an Archmage. And then I have Sir McGladdery, the Barbarian King. Their special is the Barbarian Shout. They are a very tanky class. Barbarian Shout is literally Fusroda. He's also an endomorph, which means he's very heavy. Enemies can't knock him back. It's a nice way of saying fat. And then Tunnel Vision, which means no peripheral vision. You don't get the off-screen warnings about attacks. I think I will go with another Archmage because they are significantly powerful if played right. And with that, I can also go with a certain build I really like doing. Alright, so now I have 600 or so, yeah, 653 gold, which will allow me to upgrade certain things. I can either upgrade my manor or buy equipment. Now, both are very valid choices. It all depends on what you want to do. For example, I can upgrade the knave into an assassin. So whenever I get the knave class, they will instead be the assassin class, which allows me to use their special ability to turn into mist. I assume that makes them immune to damage for a short amount of time. I can also increase mana, I can increase health, crit damage, crit chance, all sorts of fun things. You can also unlock other classes. I know I have one over here. Thank you. No, I don't have... I know there are at least 2 more classes in the game. I couldn't tell you what they are. But I could also upgrade the Lich into the Lich King. Or I could upgrade the Shinobi into the Hokage. Yes, that is a Naruto reference. For those who know what Naruto is, I can upgrade the Miner into the Spelunker. All sorts of fun things. So I think I will upgrade the Knave into the Assassin. There we go. Gives you a little addition on your house. Train your knaves to become full-fledged assassins. Use the power of shadows to slip secretly past enemy ranks. Very fun. Potion up. Gut cleansing leads to noticeable improvements from both potions and meat. That is pretty good. I do very much like that. Too bad that is balls expensive. Okay. Okay, so we have these 3 guys right here. So for this guy, he's the blacksmith. He allows me to pick up arms and armaments from him. So I can, for instance, switch to the blood sword, which will reduce my health significantly, but it will give me additional vampirism, so I'll be able to heal more. Maybe worth doing. Might swap out for the for at least one of these. Let's go with the blood sword. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea to me. Blood sword. There we go. So we should regain 3 health whenever we kill something, though we do have reduced health, so that's something worth being wary about. Now, you also have other choices, which are runes. Now, you can have 1 rune on every slot of your body. They're all basically copies of one another. For instance, I have the sprint rune unlocked for my sword, and I can also unlock it for my bracers and my cape. So, for instance, I have vampirism as a choice for my sword. So, that's currently the only thing I have for... That's currently the sprint rune. So, if I were to take it off sprint rune and activate vampire rune, I wouldn't be able to do that sprint dash anymore. But I could always activate... I could always purchase it for my cape instead. So, I would have a vampirism rune on my cape, but I would still be able to, a sprint rune on my cape, which would still allow me to dash, but I'd still be able to use the vampirism ability. So it's a matter of balancing what you've unlocked with what you, yeah. It's fun. It's cool. Alright, and then this last guy... I can lock the previous castle, but at a reduced gold rate. So if I decide to lock the castle, which means I would go through the same castle as last time, as it is randomly generated, but I would get less gold as a result. So I prefer to keep that random whenever possible. I am explaining this like arse, I know I am. Alright. Let's continue going before I make a continued fool out of myself. Get the money. Now, this thing right here allows me to check all the journal entries I missed. I'll probably be doing all of that at a later date to avoid spoilers. Oh, I'm actually getting 4 gold per kill. Thought I was only going to be getting 3, but I am doing a little less damage, so there are always trade-offs. Should probably be using more spells because I do have the mana to toss into them. Die. Not today, Mr. Skellington. Okay, thank you. These things are annoying, but if you know how to deal with them, kind of easy. There we go. I do love spells that go through walls for that very reason. You kind of have to be very careful, a little bit sneaky to get ahead in this game, otherwise you will die very quickly. Oop, ow. I could have dodged that, but I didn't because I am a scrub. How do we deal with you? There are spikes where you are. Ow. Well, that was stupid. Oi. That was very bad of me. Okay, so what do we have here? We have an Archmage with baldness and stereo blindness, which makes it so I can't see in 3D. I have a Miner who is an endomorph and colorblind. And then I have a Lich who is an endomorph with Crow Storm. Let's go with a Miner because we could use the gold. Miners are crazy weak. Also, everything is in black and white, so brilliant. But yes, they are extremely weak, but they get a major bonus to gold. So that is worth noting. Okay, let's go through here. Oh, health. So normally when I pick those up, I get 11, but this time I'm getting 14, which doesn't seem like a whole big boost, but trust me, it adds up really quickly, especially when you get a couple of gold chests in a row. Use the conflux! Whoa! It is hell in a handbasket here. Okay. I do believe there was more down here. Cover some mana. I've spent almost all my mana right off the bat. That was brilliant of me. There we go. Okay. Ow. Ah, I ran right into that. This is really a pain in the butt to do when you have to commentate. There we go. Now, some people might notice that this is a mirror of the room that I went through with different enemies. That can happen. There aren't, like, completely random... The rooms aren't completely random. They are slightly constructed. But the enemies will typically be random, and the traps can be random as well. Granted, there are a lot of spike traps here, just like last time, but I've also gone through this room with absolute... Whoa, what the hell are you? Ow. Very frantic game. Very frantic. Okay, this is a Savant, which means I'm very talented with a few issues. If I remember correctly, Savants, whenever they cast spells, the spell changes to another random one. I also have IBS, Irritable Bowel Syndrome. Okay, this should be interesting. This is a Lich, so every single kill I get, I gain additional health. That is a pretty valuable skill. Alright. The only problem with Liches is that they have very, very low health to start with, and the blood equipment, which reduces your maximum health, does not really help that situation. Okay, we do have some money. Is there anything we can purchase as a result? Probably not. All my runes are really expensive, and I don't think I have any equipment to buy. No, I really need to find some equipment. Alright, there we go. Onward! Onward and forward. Okay. Let's get some gold going. This is a female Lich, I can tell by the bow on her head. Not to mention her voice. Something I want to remark on really quick is both the art style, because the art style is really nice. They did a really good job on this. It makes me feel pretty retro. It is not... Ah, my character is farting. I guess that's what IBS does, huh? Alright, let's cast this spell, because we are in danger zone territory. Granted, that's an extremely valuable spell, and it kind of sucks I had to use it there, because Crowstorm is one of the most powerful spells in the game. which is why it costs 40 mana. Bonkers. Okay, there we go. Ow! Spike. I hate these spikes. Here we go. Ah! Go backwards this way. Yes, you can attack downward, which bounces you up. But yes, the art style is pretty great. It's actually really nice to look at. I swear I am much better at this game than I seem. Because, damn, trying to be informative while playing a video game. But the music's also pretty great. Whoever designed the music deserves all the raises. Wait for you to do that bogus attack, which has caught me out more than once. Okay, here we go. Get rid of you, eyeball. Avoid the icicles. Attack the wizard! Oh, he's not really a wizard. He's not really a wizard. He's a... They're locks. Warlocks, I guess. Flame lock and ice lock. They cast very annoying spells? What? Oh, okay, so this is a fairy chest. This is going to be a pain in the butt to get to. Basically, I have to go through here without taking a single lick of damage, which is very, very hard, especially considering I don't have the double jump rune equipped. Oh, saved by a pixel. Okay. Oh god. Oh god. Okay. Oh, son of a... Okay, well, that sucked. But there are some redeeming things to that. So I can take the assassin, which now allows me to turn into mist. And then I can go through here. I forgot to check what traits that gave me. I am an endomorph, so I can't get knocked back, which is pretty good. That's me turning into mist. Pretty cool. It does drain mana pretty quickly. And then I can lock the castle. There we go. That's taken care of. And now that's locked. And then I can go to her. And I can drop vampirism for double jumping. And then I can get up there a little easier. So the castle is now locked. So it's going to be the same format as it was before. So as you can see, everything will be in the same place. I am earning less gold, as you can tell. There we go. I am not that bad with an assassin. Not today. Now I'm basically gonna try to rush through here. Not worry too much about attacking stuff. Where in the balls am I going? But yeah, not worry too much about attacking stuff because my focus should be getting to that fairy chest. I went in the wrong direction. Okay, let's drop down here. There we go. Nope. Okay. Was it in here? No. Is it up? Yes, it was up in a general this way direction. There we go. Up. Nope. Okay. There we go. Taken care of. Ah. Curse your fireballs. There we go. Moving right along. Okay. Now I do have double jump, so I can be a little bit more finely controlled in my movements. And I failed anyway. But yeah, you have to meet those requirements, otherwise you just won't be able to open the chest when you get up there. That's a pain in the butt. That's a hard one. Alright, let's go back down here. Okay. Gather this stuff. Nope. Okay. So that kind of was a waste. I am now earning less gold, and I didn't get the fairy chest. Fairy chests contain runes, which are the enchantments from that lady I showed you earlier. Gosh darn it. Whoa! Not today, big boy. Whoa! That's enough out of you. See, I'm not as bad as I seem. I really am not. All the criticals. Thank you. I have no vampirism at all, do I? That sucks. Usually I like at least a little vampirism so I can start gaining health back while I'm fighting. Okay. This is a crap room. This is a very crap room. Why does this room exist? Okay, so that's a boss room. However, I've already cleared out that boss, so that's kind of irrelevant. Then again, whenever you find a boss room, you do get a decent amount of gold and some recovery. Whoa! Okay! That's a bad room to be in. So we're gonna do this. Ah, son of a... Okay! Well, there isn't really much else to show you. That is kind of the game in a nutshell. It is pretty fun. I have been enjoying the hell out of it. It is wacky, zany, it's everything you want in a game. It's kind of an introduction to roguelikes for people who have never played them before. I do like the fact that the dwarfism character is actually very freaking tiny. I have heard a lot of people complaining about this game, saying that it encourages ableism. Shut the hell up. It's a fun little game with very interesting traits that give you a unique experience. It is not actually making fun of people with legitimate disabilities. I have two of the disabilities that are featured in this game, which are ADD and nearsightedness. I am nearsighted. I cannot see things far away from me. And I don't feel repressed at all, so just shut the heck up. It is amusing. It actually adds some very unique gameplay, some very complex interactive stuff. Leave the game alone, okay? So, if you do feel like picking this game up, you can pick it up on a couple of places. You can pick it up on Gamersgate. You can also pick it up on Steam. Both very good choices. I do have the prices listed on the screen right about now if you are interested in trying this out. There is a demo, I believe, available on their website. I will have an annotation correcting myself if I'm wrong on that part, so take a look, and hopefully you'll have some fun with it. If you don't like roguelikes, well, I think you have a bad taste in video games. There, I said it. You can bitch at me in the comments. I don't care. Alright guys, this has been Lyiat with TheCyanFirefly and with Rogue Legacy. I will see you all next time. Farewell.